knowledge of multiple industries. I'm like, how like you're freaking in the Batcave. I'm like Brainiac. Like I'm just always taking in knowledge from so many different parts of life. And in the rivals department, you
Pick your
know, today
hero.
a guy
Come
was
on,
just
Balloon.
simply
I'm
like,
not
yeah,
judging.
I've seen wonders
I
out there in the
I love
cosmos. Few
communicating
humans
to work
will
together
ever
for a
make me
win,
proud.
but I
Fight to
turned
end the
off
darkness that spawned me.
voice and text chat communication. And I see a lot of people in the comments. I go to the comments and they're like, yeah, just turn it off. Just put on the streaming mode. It turns everything off. And I'm just like, and somebody even in the comment section was, wow, like, so in a team-based game, we've eliminated the team communication part. And everyone's just like, yeah, because it's more enjoyable to play the game, you know, not hearing the community versus, you know, what the YouTuber said, just people always complaining.
Get ready.
It's never anything positive. It's never, you know, trying to help the next person be better. Or,
is collapsing, Eric.
you know, it's barely, you get that once in a blue moon, but you most 90% of the matches in ranked, especially, it's
The
just,
battle starts in 5.
you know, you're just trying to play the game. You're trying to hear sound effects. You're trying to hear certain, you know, characters say certain voice lines, whether they use an ability, but then you got motherfuckers like, oh, you're fucking ass, like I'm higher than your peak. I was top this, I was top this, I was top. No, shut up, you're throwing. Like, that's all it is. We're done. Like, we're turning, we don't want to talk to anybody no more. Because it's all just, oh, no one cares about your fucking channel, your fucking dog shit, you're fucking ass, you're 1 in 5, what are you doing? Like, I actually had to have another player be like, you know why he's 1 in 5? Because he's Magic, trying to actually dive, their fucking support's trying to do shit, and you're just sitting in the back putting in damage, and it's like, yeah, like, you're supposed to put in damage as a DPS, but where you put that damage matters. And then he shut the fuck up after that, because that really opened his fucking eyes. He's probably criticized everyone else, like, oh, you're fucking 2 and 2. Hey, Alien, I saw you, Alien. I'm just on a rant right now. You know, he probably sees other people and goes strictly by the scoreboard, be like, oh, you're 0 and 5. What the fuck are you doing? Like, I'm 6 and whatever. Not even doing that great, but just like, oh, I'm positive. It's like, buddy, you're playing Bucky or Star-Lord where you can sit back and just shoot and get value, where I'm playing Magic where I gotta like try and go in and pick off the supports, dual tanks, I gotta do all this shit. And you're wondering why I'm 1 in 5 right now. And someone stuck up for me. So it's just like, it's just shit like that. Like, we don't, it's sad. You can't even go and freaking, you can't communicate with your team in a team-based game. And, were you gonna say something?
No, I'm listening.
Okay. And then other games, well, you could say even hero shooter games, like, this never happened. And the YouTubers are saying the same shit I've been saying. Like, I can't remember a game besides COD. You know, COD is the only game comparable to Rivals on toxicity. And that's crazy because COD has been out for decades. You know, it's expected for the fan base to change over time and whatever, we didn't call it toxicity. That was a part of the CODness back in the Xbox fucking days. That was, you know, that wasn't seen as, oh shit, I want to get off this fucking miserable, they're verbally abusing me. That was seen as like just trash talk, but like how NBA players say, you know, talk trash, but it fuels the competitiveness. It adds to the, you get what I'm saying? That's what it was seen as in most cases. This shit is something else, bro. This is some, like, they're actively trying to find you and throw your game and come in your fucking shit and just be like, try to make it so that you have the worst experience possible. It's just weird. It's just weird, bro. It's just weird. They're probably not gonna win this either.
People will get in your game just to go.
Yes. Like, so, oh, it's OTS Twitch? Alright, we're not winning, bro. Just, like, yes. And some people would do it to each other, too. They're like, oh, I know this guy. We're not fucking winning. Just report him and throw. I'm just like, bro, we didn't even leave the spawn. Like, and I'm not gonna try and argue with him because then I'll get spam reported and muted or worse. So they're not getting banned. If they do, they might get an hour, you know, at most, maybe like a day. Ain't enough to create another account, come right back, you know, like, There's no consequences for any of this stuff. No one wants to talk to each other, so the game is suffering
30 seconds before you attack. Get ready.
right now. You know, it's still alive and well, but a lot of big and small content creators are just being honest, and it's a lot of the shit I've been saying. It feels good, man.
We'll have to pay your home realm a visit.
Feels good to know I'm not alone.
Men are not welcome where I come from.
You know, and it's sad.
The battle starts in
I've never seen a community like this.
3,
And I played the COD. Like I'm trying to think back. I'm really trying to think back to where there was a toxic fan base to every time you get on the game, you're expecting ridicule. You're expecting not a fun time. You're expecting people to call you the most whatever shit possible. You know, you're expecting the most horrible sides or the most strange, weird sides of humanity when you're coming on to have fun and play a game. But you're expecting that. You're not expecting that play the game anymore. You're expecting that. It's just like that's when it's a problem. Like my team just fucking sucks. I go in and die for someone. No one dies with me. Now we all want to die. Like, you know, I'm glad we took the point, but it still just pisses me off. I'm just like, why? You guys saw me go in, and now a second later, you guys are all gonna go in? Like, what the fuck? What did I miss? Yeah, that was like a video just going over balance changes and like issues they've noticed. And they're like me. They're like me. You know, some people still play ranked. I don't know how. But he was like me. He was like, you know, sorry guys, if the gameplay in the back is quick play, it's because I couldn't, you know, people were just throwing games and not playing in comp, so I couldn't record footage to ramble over for you guys in comp. So if the footage is quick play, that's why. And I'm just like, oh, so I'm not the only one who this season is taking a full, not break, but just putting rank down as a whole. I'm not the only one? Interesting. Okay. Wow. Okay. Sure. And that to me really opened my eyes. I was like, wow, so it's not just me. You know, there's some streamers who are still playing ranked, and I'm either in their same rank or higher than them, and I haven't even played. Just off of that long, you know, when I was going back to back, when I told you when I was playing, like when I was going crazy those few days in season 4. It's season 4.5 now, but at the beginning of the season, I'll say, when I was sending you like, oh, I really don't even want to play anymore. Oh, so look at this clip with me playing with MRC champ. My bad. It's not my speech there. But all that whole long tangent, that was me like still trying and ranked. And then after that, you know, I sent you the message like, you know, I'm done for good off ranked. At least, you know, I still try and play, but even he said the same shit. He was just like, ranked has become unplayable because people just force a loss. And I've been that guy before. Sometimes where I'm just like, I see something that just I don't like, and I'm just like, yeah, I'm just gonna bust out the Black Widow. You know, so like, you know, I at least go into the match still, you know, genuinely. I don't spawn in just like, well, you know, I don't like this team comp, so I'm gonna throw. I never do that. I at least go in trying to win. But I will be honest with you, some points I have become the thrower because I'm just like, well, you know, we weren't gonna win anyways. Sometimes I was mistakenly gravely mistakenly wrong. And I will be like, damn, I was the shitter in that situation. But most of the cases, I've thrown games to where the other teammates have been like, yeah, let's just surrender, bro. This shit is not going to work. So, you know, I've been the thrower, but it's just, it's not fun. 5 games in a row, 8 games in a row, where you could have done nothing. And you can report the person. They might get banned. They might not get banned. It's just not fun logging onto the game where you're like, all right, let me go in and try and, even if you're not even looking for fun, like where you're just like zoned in on improving your strange, you can't improve shit. when people are just coming into the lobby and just like, well, I'm gonna stand in the fucking spawn because I'm a man child and this is just what it is. I'm not gonna get punished for it. NetEase is not gonna report us. And for 5 or 8 games in a row, and you're just like, yeah, I'm just gonna go to quick play where at least my match can play. Like, you know, I may not get a support, but at least really try to solo roll me, bro. But you get what I'm saying? Like, at least here I can improve at my characters, bro. In ranked, like some people just straight up throw the game, and there's nothing you can do. There's nothing you can do. Like, you can get the best player in the world right now. He can't save certain lobbies, which is like human, you know. It's, you know, no one can beat everyone, but I don't know, man. I feel like I'd see the best players in the world that Overwatch, and they'd basically not. You wouldn't catch them losing. You know, unless it was for a content challenge video. Like, they really let skill expression shine there. Not in this game. You can't carry in this game. I learned that.
Yeah, too many factors.
Yep, I learned that quick. And that's the thing. In Overwatch, I could kill a whole team by myself. Like that. You know, I was really good, but at least I can, you know, the game recognizes, okay, you know, you're actually that good. So, you know, that's something you can do. It's skill expression. You know, they're catering more to the casuals here, so they don't want anybody to be able to wipe out a team of casuals just like that. When I think they should. What'd you say?
You got me thinking about Overwatch as well.
Yeah, I was thinking about downloading it. And it's just, to be honest, it's just me not wanting to relearn the mechanics of the new people. Like, I could settle, like I said this before, I could settle back into the community. I'm really waiting for them to reach their peak. You know, they're supposedly at their peak now since their original peak, but I'm waiting for something that would be like, okay, now this is my, they finally did this? Okay, I'll come back. To me, I just haven't seen anything that's earns my time. You know, they added new modes, new heroes. You know, pretty good content. I'm not, that's like how much I played this game. Like, I'm not even trying to, this is just me on autopilot right now. But this is not me trying to freaking win the match at all. I'm just talking to you mainly.
I'm listening, bro.
Yeah, man. Like, I really think you should try it out. You know, as far as I just want you to be able to, you know, I've talked about the game so much. You know, the same YouTuber in the video was like, he went on Overwatch and he played like 10 matches in a row, compared it to rivals, and he's like, wait, no one's throwing? Everyone's chill? Because they know this is a competitive game, and you know, you come here to be competitive, but it's like, if you make a mistake, or if you're a new player, or whatever the case is, they're not gonna shit on you like they do in rivals. And he was surprised. He was like, okay, let me play 8 matches, let me play 10 matches. It kept going, and he noticed that the community was chill as shit. And not just on him, whether somebody else would make a mistake, it's not in rivals where it's like, oh, strange, I'm not healing you if you die again. Like, and that's a nice freaking rivals player, by the way. But you know, it's extremely dickheadish and stupid, but believe it or not, that guy was nothing compared to what I've seen people. Some people would just sit in the spawn after they see you go down that one last time, rather than texting it out saying, I'm not going to heal you. Some people would just be like, nah, we can't win. Our stranger's retarded. And just, that's it. You know, that's the whole match. That's it. Because you made a mistake.
Well, you can't expect to win.
Versus in Overwatch, the YouTuber was saying, well, I played a lot of matches and everyone was supportive, and it was a breath of fresh air. Like, wow, like I can just chill and make mistakes and play the game, and everyone's chilling. And that made my eyebrow raise, and I'm like, okay, that makes me kind of want to go back, because I know I'm like cracked at the hero shooter genre or video games in general. That kind of raised my eyebrows, but then I'm like, you know, nah, I'm still waiting. I'm still waiting for something to be like, okay, we're back. Let's go back to Overwatch. Or let's play both.
You'll need a top
That moment still hasn't arrived for me yet.
It's always growing, you know. We want to add more characters, more game modes and stuff like that.
Yeah, if anything, I'll play both. Like, I'm not just gonna choose one or the other. I'm gonna play both. But
Yeah.
I've seen wonders out there in the cosmos. Few humans.
But yeah,
will
it's
ever
just
behold.
I was hearing the differences. I was like, wow, that does seem nice. That does seem nice to be able to just go in a quick play or to go in a ranked and just have your team actually be a team. Versus here, where no one's like, you find some good people, you know, like yourself, Chaz, who are like, hello, are we gonna win? Like, why do we want to go and lose? But majority of people here, as you've been seeing, like even right now, we have one healer, some guy goes Jeff because he just wants to be able to have a somewhat
I'd like to run
fun
some
experience.
tests on you
But
when this is all
most
over,
games,
Jay.
as you've seen,
I've been poked
you know,
and prodded enough for 10
we get the one
lifetimes.
tank,
I'll pass.
you know, no healers.
What if Hydra implanted something inside of you?
Versus in Overwatch, where they introduce roll queue, they have an open queue where you can pick
On
whatever.
my own
But
terms.
they introduce roll queue to where you
4,
off rip, you get 2 tanks,
2, 1.
2 DPS, and 2 healers. And people are like, we could use roll queue here,
Let's
but we shouldn't because it'll kill the creativity. Well, I don't give a fuck, man.
Taking out former allies.
I'm tired of not having a team to play. So if we gotta introduce roll queue to have a team to play, then oh well, triple support, bye-bye. Triple tank, bye-bye. Oh well, y'all messed that up. Y'all messed that creativity up, because y'all weren't picking the fucking role to play the damn match. So, you know, I wouldn't, you know, want it, but we need something to kind of be like, alright, like you're saying, Chaz, like, are we gonna play the game? And the main, those are the main 2 reasons of people opposing roll queue, because they're like, no, that's what set rivals apart, where you can have 4 duelists and a healer and a tank, or 3 duelists and 2 support and a tank, or 3 tanks and a, you know, that was the creative part about it. I just think they make an open queue mode like Overwatch did, and they make a roll queue mode.
Yes. I
I
like
just
that.
think that's what they should do. It's pretty simple. I don't know why we can't have both. Doesn't have to be one or the other, and that's just a simple way. Because that's where I saw most of my rank up. Anyways, whether that was actually what it was for me. Why I didn't really wasn't I did reach top 100, but what reason why I didn't have it longer or on like more roles is definitely because of roll queue. And quick play being like the core gameplay experience, like it was already a competitive game, so like, you know, ranked was optional. The quick play in Overwatch for years, since like around 2016, 2017, you know, up until 2018, you know, 2019 is where it started to fall off a little bit. It was so fun, man, that like I didn't feel the need to go into ranked. Like I'd go into ranked every now and then just cause. I was a casual when it came to early Overwatch ranked, and that's a testament to how fun the default gameplay was. Like, I never felt the need to be like, you know what, I'm actually so much better than the player base that I need to go in rank to differentiate myself. I already knew I was that good based off my quick play games. And I had like 300 hours on one character, 400 hours on another character, 100 hours on this character. Just characters alone. In quick play. Oh, like whole seasons or the whole time, never touch rank, just in quick play. The game was that fun. The music was that good. The balance updates were that frequent. You know, we had cinematic shorts that would add more to the world building of the universe. Kind of like how Rivals does, but nowhere near of Blizzard's. They had like DreamWorks, Pixar level trailers, bro, for a new character that actually went with the story of the freaking universe.
Don't mess with the amazing Spider-Man.
Of the characters that they made. So it was more than, you know, the Overwatch community had whole freaking sub-communities based on character ships and freaking stuff that's known about that specific character in the community, and it'd be like a whole joke. You know, like that's how well they built these fictional characters. You know, when I was playing with a friend who was more on the more casual side, and he got into Overwatch, only liked one fucking character, and he likes playing COD and stuff. When I was, me and him were even playing it one time, and I was just like, I feel like I'm fighting. Ironically, we're playing Rivals. I felt like I was a superhero fighting in the city early on in Overwatch, because no game had really, like, besides Paladins and TF2 to a lesser extent, never captured what Overwatch really captured. Like, I felt like, because it's a first person, they have the third person mode now because Rivals came out and they want to compete, but it was a first person hybrid with a MOBA, and a MOBA is like, you know, the game League of Legends.
Yeah.
That's what Overwatch. That's why Overwatch got Game of the Year, because it was an FPS mixed with a League of Legends type of, you know, ability system, class system. Like, you know, we use the class system from Battlefield. I didn't know Battlefield made that, by the way. I did like a whole deep dive on Battlefield. It was a subtopic in another video. They made that class system.
Yeah, like support engineer.
Yeah, they made that. So, you know, that's what Overwatch was its huge selling point, is that it's a MOBA, but it's an FPS at the same time. They created, or they didn't create, like I said, TF2 walked so every other hero shooter could run. TF2. Been hearing rumors of a reboot coming soon, not sure, but that would take over the industry. TF2, I never got to play it because of PC equipment. If I had a better PC, I would have been playing it, but TF2 is one of the best games ever of all time. Especially if you want to talk about hero shooters, that was the first hero shooter. But, yeah, man, I'm just going on my little tangents.
No, I appreciate your tangents. I'm learning a lot. I didn't know that Battlefield was such a, you know, stepping stone for a lot of other games.
Yeah, a lot of other games. I was like, wow.
I feel like Battlefield was sometimes. I feel like Battlefield's ignored in FPS.
Yeah,
like it's just like, yeah, you guys are that company that
you're there.
Makes, you know,
makes passable, playable games. Congratulations.
Yeah, it's, you know, and I'll be honest, the movement in Battlefield is a bit stiff. But it's just different than COD. That's all that it is.
Yeah, that's what you guys. Yeah, that's what you like about it. Yeah, you know, Splitgate 2 is failing. You know, I'm trying to think what other FPS game is out there. Halo's dead. They killed it. Like, what else do you got? Like, there's a bunch too. There's a bunch of hero shooters right now that are not thriving. People are getting hero shooter fatigue because people aren't doing it right. People aren't doing it right. Rivals kind of, you know, scratching at it. But now they're running into problems that early Overwatch ran into. A lot of streamers are saying it. Yeah, man, it's just an interesting state this game is in, man. And I'm glad a lot of the community, big content creators and small, are just we're kind of all on the same page, and I like that. I feel like I'm not as crazy, you know, because I hop on here and I'm made to be the crazy guy when I'm telling the truth. You know, when I talk to you, I have another human being who can see my points and understand where I'm coming from, and I'm just not being a negative Nancy, whatever you want to call it. Like, I'm not just trying to shit on the game. I want to see the game succeed. But these are unfortunately the realities in the the issues we got to tackle as a community. And I'm glad other content creators are, you know, waking up to what we really, you know, what really has to happen. Because a lot of people, he brought up a good point. It's like, a lot of people say, you know, the issues, but then they don't come up with a solution. They'd be like, oh, well, I'm not a game dev, so I can't, you know, it doesn't really, you know, doesn't really solve the problem, buddy. You know, a lot of complaining for a lot of views, but you're not really, you know. And I like the creators who actually be like, okay, here's a fix for this, or here's a rework for this hero, or here's, you actually offer a solution rather than just talk. Jesus, I mean, freaking, just focus for this Adam. Yeah, Daredevil, you're freaking in the enemy's spawns. Invis can't hear you alone. I went down. You don't pay attention. I got freaking Spider-Man.
Letting the dark child.
Good.
It's like I just don't. I'm just not interested in playing healer, man. It's just not satisfying, man.
Behold the god of thunder!
Yeah, because you're fucking annoying, man. I just did that shit to survive, to be honest.
I have tagged a foe. Hunt them.
Thank you, bro.
You're not the only one. A lot of the communities, they don't like Spider-Man either. And they have been. This is not something new. This has been a season, a game-long thing. Look, I get you peel like that. Yeah, die. Let's all die. Yeah, because I was behind you. You didn't heal your other healer. One of the most important other thing to watch as a healer is your other healer. And you're just a casual and you're not aware of these things. So yeah, let's all die. Hopefully you can learn your lesson, and if you don't, it's not my problem. Then, yeah. Shit just pisses me off sometimes, man. Like, I didn't have to die there. But, no, you obviously didn't take steps to protect your whatever role I'm in, so now you don't get it. Oh well. Like, bro, this shit is just not enjoyable, man. It's like, yeah, I could switch. It's like, that's just what it boils down to, is fucking cat and mouse. Like, I'm not supporting, I'm running away so that I can support. Like, it's not, you know, like, bruh. Like, I want to play the support I want to play. Ultron and Adam just feel like you just put a support out to put a support out. Like, there's cool parts of their kits, cool aspects, but
Behold the god
you know, like I feel like Adam could have been such a better designed character. He's not horrible. I feel like he could have been a better designed character. Same thing with Ultron.
What would you add to Ultron and Adam?
I mean, I'm adding Ultron where he can put out multiple drones, but it might just do less overall healing. And he could have a cool ability where he, yeah, something like that. And then he could like assemble the drones into like a mini Ultron clone or something where he can like pop a shield on somebody, you know. Or like he just has like, I don't know, like a cooler fucking ultimate. Like his ultimate's just kind of basic. Like maybe you can give him like extra armor or like just I don't know, man. Just like maybe 2 drones instead of 1. Or just base higher default movement speed and like shorten his dash or actually make his dash transform his, like, you know, just little cool things. Where Adam,
The battle starts
give
in
him
3, 2,
I mean,
1.
I don't know if you want to, like, you can give him the ability to float, like, either momentarily, like Star-Lord or Phoenix, where they can go into it. Or you, because if you're gonna have him fly like Angela, then you're just gonna have to lower his damage, because he just can fly anywhere and then just like that charge attack, and then your support's dead. You know, that's not really fun or balanced to play against. So that's why I feel like they didn't give him increased, like, insane movement, because
Strike the mission area is yours to capture now.
you're like, fuck off, bro. I feel like that's why they didn't give him that insane movement, because he would have been too OP. But yeah, first of all, that's just movement wise. But give him like a dash or something to be like, give him that would be cool. Give him like the energy that he puts out, that golden energy. Allow him to have a fucking, like, not a portal where he puts it up and it stays up, but a portal where, like, he can just walk through it and go somewhere, or a certain amount of distance, and then behind him leaves like a slow trail, or, you know, any teammates who walk behind that portal trail, you know what I'm saying? It's not a portal that stays open, but one that just opens, kind of like Wraith from Apex Legends, if you know what I'm talking about, I guess. But something like that, and then the people who follow behind him get heals, or, you know, he has an ability to where he can activate, and then he does more damage, where he does like 60 damage per shot. It doesn't last like insanely long, but it lasts enough to where you can just, you know, combine with the movement, be like lethal, have that power fantasy thing as Adam. Yeah, I'm done playing freaking Ultron. I'm just gonna switch to Rocket, bro. I'm gonna do what you do, because I'm getting tired of this. It's not even a match at this point. It's just me versus Spider-Man the whole fucking match. It's not fun. It's not that I can't lock in, sweat, and kill him. It's just like, I just don't fucking care to, dude. Like, why am I giving these people my effort? I'm chilling, man. I just don't care, man. I'm over it. Yeah, now that there's no Ultron, he's gonna ult soon, but now that there's no Ultron, you have nothing to fucking just shit on and shoot like that. Yeah. Yeah.
Take his kills away.
I'm gonna pop this just, yeah, like you do, yeah. I'm just gonna pop that just cause I know I can get it back. That was a waste, but I don't give a shit. Quick play. No one else gives a shit. I don't agree with that either. That's a point he talked about in the video too. So it's like, well, it's quick play. No one really cares if that's, remember that? Like, oh, it's quick play, nobody cares.
Right,
It's still largely here. They just don't say it, but it's still largely here. Like, people carry the mindset of that. And he mentioned how, like, that's kind of weird. It's like, okay, do we just... Alright, whatever. Do we just get on to lose? Like how you say? And he talked about that. It's like, well... Because you got people who can't take the L.
Let's go! That's right.
Yeah, that was a very good Agamotto.
I saw an hour video trying different ways of Agamotto. I'm learning, man.
Yeah, you're learning.
A lot of people don't expect, they expect him to jump and then jump down.
You could wait.
What happens when he just, what happens
and
if he just wait from the air?
Yeah, wait for him to come through a doorway. It's just like, you already casted the animation, you're falling.
Yep. And that's what I did with the portal. I jumped to the portal. Because then, like, at that point, they don't hear it, and I've ulted as soon as I jump through. So I'm sorry to cut you off, bro. I'm listening.
Nah, you're good. Okay, I thought it's trying to kill me now. Oh well, Invis. I'm not your fucking bodyguard.
You'll have to keep fighting until we have a winner.
This shit is just not fun, dog. Like this shit is just not enjoyable, bro. It's just. This is why I don't play this role. It's not that I can't be good at it. I don't want to play Dead by Daylight, bro. I want to play a Euro shooter, not a fucking horror game. But I have to run away 24/7.
Control lost.
This is a nice spot. This is real firepower! That must be really Behold the god of thunder!
And that's me not even trying, sitting back in my chair. I got half the team. I don't know what more.
Oh, Spider-Man ulted and killed 3 people.
That's why.
Like, they gotta do something about Jeff and Spider-Man, bro. Jeez, bro. I know Spider-Man takes a lot of skill or whatever, but that was ridiculous, bro.
It's interesting casual viewpoint.
I
mean,
it,
like,
you know.
no other part of his kit does damage. His ult has to do damage.
I guess. Okay, when you say it like that,
Yeah,
right.
like, look at it. Like, no, he doesn't do... He has his combo, and if you don't hit the combo, you're basically not getting the kill unless you're very, 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 very skilled Spider-Man. So you have one shot at getting a kill every few seconds, and you distract. That's basically your job, to be annoying. That's all you got.
That depends.
For a 5-star difficulty hero, you're not getting much. It's just the fact that it's fucking Spider-Man that you get to be like, oh shit, you know, that's the main part of why they can even make him. They didn't have to make him a 5-star, but they did because they knew a lot of people were going to play him, and that keeps more people's engagement if you're playing a high difficulty character, because you're always going to want to play. There's always room for improvement. But yeah, man, that's, you know, I think his ult's fine. You just need to watch it. Keep track of when he's using it, so then you can know, okay, there's no way he could have it because he just used it. That's all.
Back to my old self.
Bro, you make a lot of good points.
Now the Jeff one, yeah, I will give you that. Like, I will give you that. See, like, I just dodged it. No one died from it. Well, you know, somebody died from it. But, now I'm being focused by Venom. Here comes Day by Daylight. Again. And this time I'm gonna be chilling, but it's just like, the fuck out of here, man. Like, look at you. Like, you must be having fun because you're not doing shit for your team. You're just jumping around. You're fucking dead. Like, come on. Let's push up.
Good job, bro. Thank you, bro. Good lifesaver.
I just hate that shit, bro. It's just like, you want to play Dead by Daylight instead of playing the team-based game.
3 ults, yes. Get out of our spawn.
I fucking hate that shit.
This feels empty.
And the game makes people play like that, because then sometimes when I'm the fucking cap, sweating my ass off to get the rocket, I'm just like, damn, like, that fucking sucks, but I gotta do my job. You know, if I'm not killing the back line as Cap. You know, Cap is already was seen as a throw pit in season fucking 2.5, so.
The god of thunder!
Oh man. I can't heal everyone.
close with the amazing Spider-Man! I have tagged a foe. Hunt them.
I'm getting out of here, man. My team is not here. Actually, our team is kind of here. We're still down the healer.
I'll patch you up. Good medicine.
Your team's captured product. They're right behind you.
This is real firepower! Life forces fade. You're welcome. Require urgent treatment.
Feeling fantastic.
I unleash the Ashanti's power. I'll patch you up. Those guys are about to shoot at us.
Over here spamming, I need healing. It's like, shut up. We're getting kills. I'm fucking hopeful.
You're ready. We must secure this area.
Oh man.
This is a nice spot. I am strengthened for battle. I make the beacons around here. Nobody else. This is real firepower.
Oh, fantastic is impossible to kill that time, bro.
Fantastic!
Oh yeah.
Seriously, stay away from my skin. Ha ha! You're welcome. Get out of here! What are y'all waiting for? Get out of here!
You'll have to keep fighting until we have a winner. Control lost. They've almost got it.
You're welcome. Shall we win it? No, I'm having a great
Just in time.
What's up, man?
Fighting until we have a winner.
See, like how Spider-Man just pulled up. All he can do is freaking. Oh, Jeff's ult. Yeah, it's just not fun.
We gotta go. There's a way that you can do the strange shield, so that way I can just keep spamming my darkness, my magic blast while I'm in the spawn. And the Venom was trying to attack me, but it's like, dude, you do realize I'm in my spawn. You can't hit me.
He couldn't
And then
even
he
jump
just
to the
died.
portal. He kept trying to jump through the portal.
But
he
like,
couldn't.
why? I'm in my green zone, dude. You can't hit me.
He doesn't know
man.
that.
That's all I was laughing. Like, what are you doing, Venom?
But yeah, this is why I don't play healer, man. It's just. It's not fun to me. I'm really good healer. It's just. More annoying than fun. That's the problem. I mean, now with Rocket, because, you know, I can just avoid them. But. Who says I want to play Rocket?
Yeah. I think Noodle's gonna change with a bathroom or something.
Well, sure.
But what now? What did you say? You don't want to play Rocket because
my favorite supports, to be honest, to play are like Mantis, Ultron, and I did like Loki, but that's it. I don't. It's not that I don't hate him either. It's just wish he was better designed.
Yeah. Bad design.
I just wish he had, you know, some type of movement. I really like movement, so.
What if he had like a strange fly, like where he could just jump up for like 5 seconds and then
He
jump?
needs something, man. He needs. That's really all he needs. He just needs some type of movement, or like, because what really stood out to me today is he was just like, the reason they gave Adam such a powerful ultimate or resurrection ultimate is because they knew in his kit he couldn't keep people up as well as the other supports. And I was just like, that makes a lot of sense.
Then why create him?
Because they needed a slot to fill for the support
Hero
group.
or villain, I'm not judging.
You know, I think the game.
Did we invite someone for him?
Who?
3 a.m. Noodle. He wanted to invite someone. Did he get someone in?
I don't think so.
Okay, but go ahead, finish your statement, bro.
Yeah.
My fault.
Not bad. Yeah.
But yeah, so why does he even exist if he's gonna have shit heals and then, you know?
Because he's like they had to fill a certain amount of supports at the game for launch. So
Let's just call it. They just had a lack of creativity, and they just need to own up to it. That's how I see it. Lack of creativity, and
yeah.
you could have added more to
Even
Adam. You
with
still
all
can.
you still can, yeah. He's not in a bad spot. Like he's being used at pro play. You know, more people have come around to being like, you know, okay, he's not, you know, as bad as I thought. He's not bad at all. Like I can succeed and heal my whole team as him. It's just like,
yeah, one snap he heals all 4 teammates. I mean,
it's just like
you're making
that.
more.
They need to give him more like tools to defend himself. If you're not going to give him either one. You give
like
him
shield.
Yeah, it was something, dude. You need to give him some kind of counterplay to when you're getting dived, rather than just being able to res yourself again. That's kind of lazy. It doesn't really solve the problem. Yeah, we die here, I think. Like we don't have, we have one healer.
Yeah,
and I'm not doing it again. Yeah, I'm not doing it again. It's not fun to me, at least right now. In quick play, it's just not fun. In comp, I can have fun healing. That's if somebody isn't throwing my game. Yeah, it's not that I suck as healers. I just don't like the design in this game, especially compared to fucking Overwatch, man. As Overwatch, you're your independent own fucking being as a support, no matter which support you pick, and I love that about their designs. Oftentimes, you don't get heals from your support because they're so busy doing their own thing, because they fucking can. They can take fights or engagements with a certain tank or a certain DPS, and not all their ults are fucking circle heal. Everyone's immortal for 10 seconds, yeah. Like in that game, you got a support ult that you put a boost on someone and they become like damage resistant and they get damage. You know, you got a ability to where you can res, I think, was it one person instead of the whole team? It used to be Mercy used to be able to res the whole fucking team in early Overwatch. She can only res one now, but she can mass damage boost or mass healing boost the team as long as you're in a certain vicinity. You got a fucking Japanese spirit girl who can put out like the Toge Japanese gates, and like it's like a long ass freaking stretch of space where you walk down it and you get your faster attack speed, faster movement speed, lower cooldowns. It's like I don't even know what the new supports they added can do, but I just know like it's unique as fuck. It's not just a zone or a circle where everyone is immortal, which is what a lot of these ults are in Rivals. Is just immortality timers, or you know, just infinite healing. That's what a lot of the support ults are in this game. And Loki's creativity is killed off because you're just going to copy the next best ult. You're not going to copy a DPS or a tank.
Yeah, lack of creativity.
Exactly. It's just a circle immortality ult. It's just like, we get that there has to be some type of sustain because of the amount of damage in the game and the amount of fucking DPS you put in the game. But I don't know. You got to find a way to not make all your ults just healer circle immortality ult. Look, when you think about it, Mantis, Luna, Invis, just those three are circles that keep you alive forever. C and D, not a circle, it's a straight line, but it's freaking limited in the direction you can go, and it lasts forever. It's still the same principle, immortality. It's the same, you know. Rocket's ult is a little bit more unique, in fact, that you can destroy it, and it's not just you sit there and everyone's immortal forever. you can destroy it, and it gives you damage boosts. So, you know, it's not the worst, but it still falls into that trope because if people aren't able to destroy it,
This empire is the true pinnacle of
then it goes down. But if a lot of people don't fucking shoot it and it just sits there, so ultimately it's not that different from the immortality circles, you know. And then, you know, Ultron, basically the same thing, just a more ass version. They should have made it to that it does more damage to enemies and heals its standard amount. That would have fallen in line with Ultron's character too, and how you wanted him to be a more DPS type of healer. See, Venom's not even trying anymore because he knows that the team is cooked. But yeah, besides Adams and Loki's, like, where's the creativity? This is Rivals, Chaz. Like, you're seeing, like, we can't even have a match here because no one cares. I mean, some of my teammates, you know, they're still trying, but you can see the Venom over there. Venom is an example of what you could find in all comp games sometimes, where you just have a guy, he's just, you know, for whatever reason, he's just checked out, which ruins everyone else's experience. But, obviously, he doesn't care too much about that.
Alright, I'm staying in spawn.
Yeah, just stay in spawn. You see the Venom, like he's that's what throwing looks like. So imagine that 8 times in a fucking row when you're trying to rank up, and there's just a guy every time in your match, it's the Black Widow or Venom in this case, just fucking moving around, just like not trying and purposely making sure the enemy team wins. It's not fun, and that's your competitive experience. It's not fun, dude. That's why eventually content creators, you know, tip my hat off to the ones that still are playing ranked. I try and, you know, I give them a game or two and I'm just like, nah, I'm good. I'm doing this my way. It's like I could sweat my ass back, you know, to my top range. It's like I'm gonna get better regardless, and I'm just good. At the end of the day, I always say rank is meaningless, you know, because until they actually add, you know, better awards or freaking, whatchamacallit, like, actual better matchmaking system so that earning the rank is more incentivized, like, okay, if I get to this rank high enough, you know, I'll actually have good teams. That motivate a lot of people, but no, it just doesn't change. It doesn't change. In fact, it gets worse the higher you go. Where someone will see one thing about your career profile and be like, oh yeah, we're losing, dude, just surrender. And that's how it goes. You just surrender and you go next.
That's what happens in rank?
Yes. Every other fucking game, man. It's not fun. You can't play the game. So I come to quick play. At least I can somewhat play the game here. And people aren't fucking throwing because they see a Jeff or they see a hero they don't like or their hero is taken, so they just throw the game like that Venom on our team.
Yeah, I'm reporting you.
It's like, bro. And I've been the thrower before, but like I said, I don't throw for no reason. I throw when we got a fucking 5 and 20 Bucky, you know, just still walking out the spawn all body. I'm just like, yeah, we're not gonna fucking win no matter what we do. This guy's retarded. Why not throw? He's already throwing, but he doesn't know he's throwing, so I can't report him or tell him. You know, I could tell him, but I just don't fucking care at this point. I'm not your dad. I'm not babysitting the team. I do that enough as Tank already. I'm not doing all this extra weird little shit for this weird ass fucking community. I'm not doing it no more. I'm not. I don't even want to talk to him. I don't want to interact with none of the people in this community, which is sad. I know there's really good people here. You know, I know, a lot of positive forces of good in this community. Just, I may not meet some of them now because I'm not giving my opportunity to interact and meet with anyone because I'm just so sick of the bullshit that this community is throwing at me. Over it. I'm done with ranked.
No more ranked.
Yeah, I told you this already.
No, I'm just repeating what you said, man. Damn.
Yeah. It's not, I may play my 1 or 2 ranked matches just to keep my skills there, not to just get used to quick play. But there's no motivation there. No incentive. No love, no nothing for ranked. Like, I don't care if I have a shiny ranked above my profile. Like, I made it to the top of the top, like the top of the top, and that's good enough for me. whether you want to believe me or whether I possess that skill is up to you. I don't care if you do or not, because I lived it. Not everyone can play alongside champions, man. And I've done that multiple seasons, not just one season, multiple seasons I've played alongside champions. So, just being able to play against the top 100 or top 300 is a privilege. You're not going to get games like that anywhere else. And I've achieved that. Whether I'll hit that rank in the future or whatever, it doesn't matter to me anymore, because NetEase has shown to me that their own rank system doesn't matter to them, so why should it matter to me? It's all bullshit, man. You can just play a certain amount of matches and hit Grandmaster because you played a certain amount of matches, not because you deserve it. Not because you've improved or watch guides or try to fix your aim or change your crosshair or learn about the specific, how much a meter this attack does, or what's the bullet spread on Blade's gun. The little details like that. Not because you took the initiative to improve like you are, watching multiple videos about Strange, different content creators. Not because of that. But just because you participated, whether it's a support sitting in the back or a DPS doing ass, and you're just getting carried by really good teams who sweat their ass off to win their elo because they're tired of losing their elo. When they fix that, then I'll play. Because I shouldn't have, silver level people in GM or Celestial. And the fact that, more people are in GM than Diamond, there's a problem. When you play a ranked game, the higher you go in the rank, the less players you get, because it's harder and more skillful to obtain that rank. So why in Marvel Rivals is it the other way around?
You have to stop them from securing the mission area.
Because they didn't design a rank system that rewards skill and a matchmaking system that complements that design that rewards skill and puts you with the other teammates that have the actual level of skill that you have on both teams, so that's fair. No match is going to be perfectly balanced, but it's more fair to have people in the same skill level, not rank, because that's how it works now. As long as you're in the same rank, they'll put you in a match together. It's like, no, this motherfucker got here by sitting on Jeff and spitting out his own teammates off the map, and people just carrying his ass. But this motherfucker got here by playing straight fucking Iron Fist. He's a one trick, which isn't gonna work in High Celestial, but at least he's good at the thing he one tricks. I can respect you actually, you know, learning with even if it's a singular character, because I did the same thing with Cap. I played Cap, and no one else but Cap for season 2.5. The first season I transferred over from COD, and I hit Eternity. A decent ways into Eternity, by the way, not just, you know, getting into Eternity. That's a feat on its own, and I mainly just played Cap. So I can respect a good one trick if you don't, you know, if it's a character that doesn't get banned a lot, because then you can actually play it, and you know everything on that person. So I can respect someone who plays, you know, a good character really well.
Beware, behind you.
They're all fucking bots, and this is example of rivals catering to the casuals. Like, they're all fucking bots, trust me. Like, they're not good at all. They hardly know what they're doing. The Iron Fist just knows to dive and leave every time. That's all he knows, and it's working. But because our fucking team sucks too. But I'm just letting you know, these guys fucking suck. Like, look, he's going after a support right now.
Right there.
I'm good to go.
I'm trying to constantly peel and look at the front. Yeah, there's just too much for me to shoot there, and our supports don't ult for whatever fucking reason. Like, okay, Adam finally fucking ults. Luna, what are you doing? You can take this point back if you ult. Yeah, about time. And now I'm fucking dead because you didn't ult in time. So I'm just supposed to not complain and be all happy because we're supposed to let people have fun. Look, we captured the point. I'm just supposed to not care. Like, okay. You know?
So this is like a bronze lobby.
Yeah, this is absolute fucking, like, silver. Silver. Like, these guys are fucking horrible, and the fact that they're getting kills on me, and it just shows you, like, it just doesn't reward skill. This game doesn't reward skill as the other competitive hero shooters do. Like, I'm telling you, if you go to Overwatch and you learn your shit, you're gonna see that, you know, in interactions. Okay, I learned this, so now that's just how it is. You know, that you would think that makes it stale and boring, but no, because this like the rule can be applied in different ways on different maps versus different heroes, but at least it's the same fucking rule. Like, you know how Thing doesn't get knocked up and you like that? That's just how it is. That's how, like, a lot of Overwatch's exchange go, because they design the kits with the consumer in mind. He's probably like, the Iron Fist is probably like, if I had to guess, like gold, because he's actually the only one kind of, you know.
Yeah, there's a bunch of
Look,
bots.
they're all using. Look, they're all, and they're on Lords too.
They're shit Lords though.
That's what I'm saying. They're fucking bronze, and just play the game a lot, because there's no way you spend that much time on those characters and use that ass. So these are casuals or regulars who are just not as good as our team, but as you can see, we're still getting pushed back. That's in the design of the characters. It's not because they're good. Like I said, the Iron Fist has the most skill on the team. Look, he's coming in, he's going out, he's doing his job. Slow, but he's still trying, you know. The rest of them are just sitting by the payload, expecting a free win, like la-di-da-di-da. Iron Fist is the only one actually flanking. He's about to flank on us now. Look, there he is again. See, I can respect that, though. Look, I'm ulting up here, no support from the healers. We have ults again, like, what are we doing? Now you want to ult because Thing ulted. Okay, move up. You're just staying in the same, like... Yeah, these are all the thoughts I have, but I'm more like quiet. I don't really say anything unless you ask me questions, because I don't think you want to hear my ramblings. But time and time again, you're like, oh no, I learn a lot, you know, I don't mind. If you need somebody to just listen, that's alright, you know, I have a hard time accepting that. but I'm accepting it. You know, I appreciate you, man. It's just like, it's just simple shit like that. Like, you see, I'm walking up as a Punisher ulting. You're just gonna let me die? Like, that shit just pisses me off. Like I always say, I can kill this whole team if I really lock in and if I really wanted to. But I got dumbass heroes like that. I'm like, nah. Let the next poor sucker do it. Not me. Yep. That's why, like, I can't even, like, I don't even want to lord nobody no more. Unless it's the new hero dropping, I don't even want to lord nobody because it's just it is very miserable. Besides Hulk, any of these DPS lording them is fucking miserable. Like, if you have a good team, the game is playable. So I can't even say fun anymore, bro. I used to be able to say this game is fun. I have a team. I'm like, okay, now the game is playable. Fun is not even fucking being considered, dude. For me, you know, some people might be having fun somehow, some way. Still, like you in certain games, but it's not even on my mind, bro. Not even on the list of things that I expect to have when I queue up this game, when I start up this game. And that's sad, man. I used to expect nothing but fun when I played this game.
Stop ulting, you fucking bitch. All things been doing the whole game is just ulting.
Your powers are mine!
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's why I can't fucking lord anyone. Like, every game it just forces you to fucking like kind of soft throw to get a lord. You're playing that character over and over and over and over. Because you're not gonna win all the fucking games because your team isn't gonna be played around that character sometimes. Like how I'm an amazing fucking Punisher. You've seen this. I have aim like near aimbot, but I can't do shit because my healers don't fucking heal me. Now because I'm fantastic and I'm like a big fucking inflatable man, now they see me, they can heal me. It's just like, get the fuck out of here, man. Shit just pisses me off. Like, I genuinely hate this community, bro. Not all of it, but shit just pisses me off, man. That would have been a good ult, but the whole team is dead. Now you res us from the points here, like, what was the point of that, dude? You just res me into a thing ult. And now we're gonna give them all charge and we'll just all fucking die. Yeah, look what you did. Fucking dumbass Adamo. And he thought that was like the play too. I just want to sit here and let them. I don't like these healers, man. Like, it's rare that you see me get pissed off, but I'm just getting more and more infuriated. It's like, I can't. I'm switching to different characters to try and help. And every time I switch to a character that I don't have lorded, it's just like, it doesn't mean I'm bad at that character, but it's just like, the same shit keeps happening. I don't get healed and we die. So just get me the fuck out of here then. If that's all that's gonna happen, just get me the fuck out of here. I don't want to play with you. Like, give me better supports. Now I'm on mag. I didn't even want to play tank. Now I'm playing mag. Just so we can get this dub, which I don't even fucking care about.
We are undefeatable!
Their supports, if not pressure, they're just gonna keep getting old, and we're just gonna keep dying. It's just the fuck, bro. And they're ass. That's the thing. Like, they're fucking ass. Like, they're fucking ass. Like, no one on their team stands out. Like I said, the Iron Fist. You know. Want to say him? Sure. That's being nice. Nice.
Rebirth is a mutant's greatest gift.
Wild creatures have risen from the realm below.
Fear Magneto!
I like the cold.
Get the fuck out of here, bro.
Thanks, bro.
Fucking annoying, like.
I unleash the Vishanti.
And then you want to try hard at the end of the game. Look at this, 4-1 all. Doesn't look like that. Y'all are fucking trash. Just like the only reason y'all got this far is because we didn't we didn't go triple support because 2 supports playing on our team are fucking ass.
Okay, I was about to go home. Just to prove a point.
Like they were ass, bro. Like that. This is what I'm saying, man. This is what I'm saying. Like I'm a top. And what is happening? Like I'm a top. Who knows whatever player is my skill, my hero fantasy being rewarded there? No. I should not have 10 deaths. You played with me countless times. I rarely go over 10 deaths. Unless it was a really like sweaty ass. Like you rarely see that. And yeah, I could have played back, but I want to play how the fuck I want to play. I study this game. I play this game. I suffer through this game. I enjoy this game. I should be able to play what the fuck I want to play. Like what hero I want to play, how I want to play them. If they're designed to be played this way. You know? But because Lord Luna plays like fucking Night Luna, and this probably, I don't know what Adam this is, but he was not, you know, he killed us in one fucking fight. They already got the checkpoint. Why are you putting us into a fucking thinghole? What are we gonna do with that? You know? Should just.
You'll need a top-notch team to
I just don't say these things, but these are all the things like and countless more are going on in my mind. I'm like, why the fuck am I even like? It's like I'm tired of this shit, man. Like, why am I carrying these people? They don't even want to win. They're just on their work break or whatever. Like, meanwhile, I'm actually out here trying to freaking like play my heart out, man, and sucks, man. Just really
I've seen wonders out
sucks
there
that like look at this shit every game. Fucking now I gotta be a healer or tank. Fuck that. I'm gonna pick Fantastic, and one of y'all are gonna do it because I don't have to.
30 seconds before you attack. Get ready.
Y'all want to have a good playable experience. One of y'all will go healer. And look, and like he left. He left because he knew.
Are there any other
This is Rivals. He knew we probably weren't going to get another healer. So why am I playing at all? I'm just going to leave and join another match and get a good team. Hopefully.
Battle starts in 5, 4, 3.
I would have left too, because yeah, SF Linda. Pull out your Lord Invis. You don't have to be Invis, but you're picking Invis because she survives well. She's good this season. But you could pick a hero you don't have, or a healer you don't have Lorded. She's actually doing really good here, healing me. I'm gonna die. That's just too much damage. And we're down a teammate now. And the enemy team's running triple support.
I won't rest until.
So I'm gonna run Venom. And Eddie needs to give us a new teammate, or else there's no point in leaving the spawn. He like, look, that's what happens, Jeff. All right, we got a new teammate. Let's see what he picks, because he might not pick something that works with the team. Let's see. Yeah, the enemy team. This is Rivals. Alright, you went Hawkeye. Let's see what happens. They have ults, and they've been waiting to use them. And remember, they have 3 support ults. Okay, we pop our first one. They pop their first one. They have 2 more.
You see this game you see this game before it even started.
Yeah, there's a second one. They have 1 more. Yeah, it's me if I actually decide to like break it down. Like all this happens subconsciously in my mind. I don't have to focus on it to be able to see what's going on. This is me breaking it down because I'm getting so fed up. There's the 3rd one, and now they're gonna reset it. That's the cycle. So if we don't kill them before they get their ults back, which we're not gonna do, we don't have enough damage. Like our DPS are just fucking getting clapped and now healed. They're gonna get those support ults back again, and that's the support cycle of triple support and why people don't like it. Does she get a kill here? Alright, we get kills here. Like, I'm not really playing my best. I'm just chilling, man. Like, I'm on the Lorded. Like, I like to play characters that don't have Lord. But it's like... Just getting mentally fatigued, not physically. I could do this, you know me. I could do this for... until I can...
16 hours.
Yeah, I can do this 24 hours. It's not physical. It's just mental. It's just like... That's what I face a lot. It's about to boot up the console in the mornings or the afternoons. I'm just like, I don't want to. Like, I don't even want to sit there and do it. I'm bored of that sometimes. It's like, fix the damn game, man. It's just an atom. Like, how are y'all struggling to kill him?
The vehicle reached a checkpoint. Keep up the momentum.
I tried to stack it so you live, Jeff. Enemy team just standing there like, are you fighting bots? I don't blame them. Heck, I was gonna die. I can't even dive now. Yeah, BP is just feeding. For whatever reason. Yeah, at least I forced that ult. This is triple support. Gotta bait ultimates and hope your team, you know. This is there, man.
Grace us with victory!
Bro, like, I just don't understand, like, how y'all can't kill these characters that are alone with no supports, like a Wanda or Adam. Like, what the fuck y'all taking 40 years to kill them for? They're not even Lord. Like, what? I just don't get it, man.
Now I see them.
That's the problem. Like, people don't want to get better to improve their sense so that they can do this. I don't know how it didn't hit any of them there, to be honest, but it hit Adam.
The invisible girl pushed me back.
Oh, that's what I was like, what the fuck?
You saw it happening. That's again, the Strange is one of the easiest characters to
knock,
counter.
yeah. At least it's not worse than Wanda.
Because I'm
Everybody
thinking,
knocks Wanda out her ult.
yeah. That's why I'll never play her. That's why she's a 5-star, because or 4-star, whatever. No, what is she? A 2-star?
I don't know, man.
She's fucking just. Easy
She's there
apparently.
for the casual to get into the game. That's why she's there. Never played a hero shooter in your life before? Pick up Wanda. It's not that fucking hard.
Healers are down.
You need Wandas and Squirrel Girls in the game so new players can come into the hero shooter genre and be like, oh, this isn't so hard.
Our enemies are near. Here is an enemy to pursue.
Need Luna Snows.
Down to 30 seconds.
Farewell. The time has come.
Alright, you over here?
This is in this shit.
Yep. Every ult I've done, by the way, has been counted by that Mantis ult. Yeah, I didn't expect us to win this anyways.
We'll have to keep fighting until we have a winner.
You can't get rid of us so easy.
Well, you can't.
I don't know who my one viewer is, but I appreciate you.
I'll keep going to 130, my brother.
Yeah, I was just getting a bit fatigued. I'd rather just sit back, talk to you for a little bit, and watch you play, to be honest.
Okay.
Until 1:30, because I was getting a little fatigued. I'm just like, man. These later lobbies, I'm see people who are getting tired, or I'll just, if you start a share screen, I'll just watch you play in my stream.